Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to learn how to achieve this look, and if you're new here, please remember to subscribe to my channel so that you keep learning together. So at first I start with separating a hair into two. So I have it into two halves. So the front side I'm going to do the cornrows and stitch line combo, and at the back side I'm going to do the crochet so that the style comes out like that way. So to start your style, you have to make sure that everything is very neat, especially your pattings. You invest much time on the pattings, because if the pattings do not come out neatly, now the whole style won't be very nice, So here on this video I'm using wax. So you can use even gels. We have different hair gels out there in the market. For me, I'm using wax, the one we use on dreadlocks. So that is what I'm using. And the reason why I love the wax, because it is not that slippery, and it has a very strong hold. And then again, it really does help with hair growth, and also the hairline. It really helps with the growth of the hairline too. Okay, so you can use whatever you like using, and and I repeat again, invest so much time in doing the pattings, because if they don't come out neatly, and yeah, it's gonna ruin the whole style. Okay, so here, after I've separated the hair into two, I'm going to start with doing the front part first, and that is the stitch lines with the cornrows combo. So I'm going to show you step by step how I do my stitch lines. Okay, so also here I'm investing time in doing the pattings. So first I do my first line, and then after I make sure everything is clean and neat is when now I start plaiting. Okay, so after I do the line, I'll start doing small 3 strands with her natural hair first before I now attach the braid. I'm going to show you step by step. So here I have to make sure all the hairs are intact, so I'm using the wax to put them into place. Okay, as you can see in the video. And also, after applying the wax, the comb helps me straighten everything out. So I start separating a hair into small pieces, as you can see in the video, and then using the 3-strand method, going inside to fix her hair. All right, if you don't know how to do this 3-strand, on my previous video I've really done a closer look on how to do the 3-strand going inside. So if you haven't watched it, you can watch it to learn more. And the reason why I love doing the 3 strands going inside is because it's a very good way of protecting the client's hair, and also the style stays intact for longer, because when you plait going inside, when the hair is growing, it grows going inside, so it's very hard for it to kind of pop out. All right, so I keep the sectioning the hair, and it depends with the size of the stitch line that you want to do. If you want really small ones, you can go ahead and do it. So here I was just doing sort of medium size pattings. Right, so if you want very large ones, but large ones I don't think they're going to look that good, so stick with the medium ones or the very small ones, right, so that your stitch lines come out very nicely. Okay, I hope you understood up to there. So I keep doing my pattings until I get to the front. Okay, so I start from behind so that I do not have troubles trying to plait the hair. So because if I start from the front with these pattings, number one, the hair from behind is going to disturb me when unless I keep holding it, which is something I don't want. I don't want all the hassle, so I just start from behind because it's much easier that way. All right, so here I'm doing the final piece. I'm not going to do the front of her head, from the front line. I'm going to leave it side, because we have to protect the client's hairline, so it's not advisable to plait the front part, and because they're going to start with their own hair first. So here I'm placing the braid, and the next line I'm going to show you clearly how exactly I attach the braid. So here I'm just doing the same thing. You just be patient, because on the next one I'll show you how I attach the braid step by step. Okay, and for me, you know, I do my plaiting from sideways. So here I'm just doing the cornrows. It's just normal cornrows with a normal hair, and then I merge everything with a little bit of braid, just a small bit of braid, and I'll tell you why I'm not using so much braid. So here I've already done the other side, and I've already done the back side for the crochet. So the back side, you can do whichever style you want, as long as the crochet makes sense, you know. So I've left one line to show you exactly how I do the stitch braid. So here I left the hair, and I'm going to start with the natural hair first before I add the braid. All right, so just watch carefully. I started with separating the hair into 3, and then I braid going inside. So I'm doing from sideways. We all have different braiding styles, all right? It depends with your hand. So if you do the one from back, you can just do, it's just the same thing. And here I'm adding my braid. So when I'm adding my braid, I come and attach the braid, and my left hand thumb holds the braid into position, and then the right hand does the adding. And when I'm adding the attachment or the braid, I leave one side outside, and then I add it later. Just watch carefully how I do it. I attach the braid. You see, as you can see there, I secure it with the left hand, and then now when continuing is when I add one side later. It's one side first and then the other one later. Why I do this? Because it's very easy to hide the attachment, not for it to pop out, because I see some cornrows whereby the braid is popping out, but I like doing everything neat. This style is makes the cornrow come out very neatly. That is why I love doing like this way. And then later I'll now add the cornrows braid, the plain cornrows that I did. Now I'm going to join them together, and you'll see how the final result will come out, right? So I added everything together, and the reason why I said for the cornrows with a plain natural hair you use a small attachment is because if you use a big one, when it comes to merging it to the stitch lines, it's not going to come out very neatly. All right, it's going to be very bulky. So see how the final result is before I do the crochet. Now you can see I just mix everything up, and I used a needle and a wool to put them into place. And here's my crochet hair. You can use whichever you prefer, whichever is good for you. You think it's gonna come out very nice, so you can use whatever you have. And so here I'm doing the crocheting at the back, and later I'll trim that hair because the client didn't want it very long. So it depends on the client's desire. All right, so I'm just crocheting the hair. I've finished with the back side. Now I've done the front part, and then I'm going to do the trimming, and then you'll see the final result. It's very easy. All right, so then I'm using the mouse to keep everything into place. It's called a mousse. Yeah, they call it a mousse. I'm using gel here to put her hairline into place, and she has a very nice hairline. And yeah, this is how I do this style. It's very simple. If you want to learn more on this and many more other hairstyles, just subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to turn on the post notifications bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So guys, please subscribe so that we learn together. So this is the final look, and it came out very nicely. The style looked so good on her. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you learned something, let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, and I'll be glad to answer them.